Hi, let's see what the Sandman, the destroyer of relationships. That's how he calls him. That's how he calls himself. By the way, it's not like an insult. Let's see what he has to say in 2025.
Hi everyone, Sandman here. This video was brought to you by a donation from Rusty, and here's what he's got to say. Hi Sandman, here's a small donation just to support your channel. I don't have a specific topic request this time. Since I've detoxed my life from relationships with women, I haven't had
Wait, what do you mean, detoxing yourself from women? Like, you mean you got used to being like single, and were you just avoided like females? Like what's up with that? That's just very strange.
had much conflict in my personal life. My stress is low. My life
Yeah, you're not gonna have conflicts if you like avoid everybody. That's for sure. Like if you just stay alone, you can't have a conflict. You can have like conflict with yourself or with your thoughts or whatever.
life choices feel easy to me. I'm just cool and content. To mix up the monotony of life, I will occasionally buy something fun or travel alone.
You buy something fun because your life is empty.
I plan for the future but enjoy every moment in the present because you never know if you will wake up tomorrow without the level of health you have today.
Yeah, that's exactly why you should eat healthy.
When I came out of my divorce 2 years ago, my finances were negative 70,000 as a deficit from the lawyer bills and payments to my ex. A year later, my balance sheet fully recovered. Today, I am $100,000 financially ahead from what I was at the beginning of my divorce
That's nice money.
because I've been able to save and invest money at a rate that was impossible when I was married. When I was married, I was living paycheck
When you were married, you should have been the man of the house and still be able to invest that money. Like what difference did really makes? Like you shouldn't just let someone spend your money. You just step up for yourself and you say, look, this money goes for investments for the future. And that's how easy it is.
to paycheck most of the time. However, it was worth it all to become a dad. I dabbled on the dating apps for a while after the divorce, just to see what
Nah, don't go on dating apps, man. Don't even bother.
was out there. I don't think I'm missing anything. Most of the women on those apps are looking for a man to entertain them or finance their travel aspirations.
There's nothing wrong with entertaining them. Like, you have fun, they have fun. Like, what's up with that? There's nothing wrong to like say a joke or whatever, or to flirt with them.
I used to talk over the phone with that girl Angelina from college I told you about in a previous video. She got mad and quit calling after she kept ruminating with me about the past evil doings of her Chad surgeon ex-husband, and asked her why she still decided to start a family with him if he treated her so poorly early on. Oh
Because he was good looking. That's why he was a Chad.
well. After being divorced, I don't even know what I would want from a woman anymore. I'm not excited about sex like I was when I was younger. It's not
Yeah, because your testosterone is lower and you had your trauma from your past experience or whatever. You're not as young, and yeah, you're just not as interested anymore in having like a partner or whatever. But trust me, it's still better to have someone because you don't feel as lonely.
not a physical problem. It's now knowing about the risks and strings attached. I don't want to have more kids right now either. Maybe someone to share life with, but I'm too busy with my own interests. The expectations of a woman in my life would destroy the peacefulness and freedom that I currently enjoy. That's the feeling alone aspect, but I felt more alone when I was married. And that was confirmed when her entire family turned on me and tried to do me dirty in divorce courts. The older
Yeah, that's not nice.
I get, the more I feel like an outsider observing a civilization where I don't seem to fit in. I just focus now on building financial safety and happiness from within. I guess that's what going
I mean, it is nice to have money. It's not. I'm not saying It's not. It's not. It's better to like have like 100k like this guy has than to have like zero. It just makes more sense.
your own way is all about. Cheers and a happy new year. Well, Rusty, thanks for the donation as well as the topic. Wasn't it incredible what you did in 2024? In just 1 year, you saved 100,000 and went from being 70,000 in debt to having 30,000 in assets. Do that for another 5 to 10 years, and you'll be able to retire with $1 million. This
Yeah, Sandman has good says like a good advice here.
ability to accumulate money so quickly is one of the reasons that the elites hate men going their own way so much. They don't care if women go 4B because
You should always be in your own way, even if you're like in a relationship. This is what these MGTOW guys get wrong. Like they wait until they are like divorced or they broken up with their partner or whatever to be able to go their own way. You should always be in your own way. Like you make the money, you have some kids, whatever, and you support them. You manage your money, what to invest, what to spend, whatever. You should always be on your own way, and not like because women want like a leader, and to follow them.
they tend to spend more of their money back into the economy. Yet single men saving and investing their money in assets like stocks, real estate, and Bitcoin end up creating asset price inflation. This then destabilizes the economy. The wealth inequality in our society isn't as simple as the rich versus the poor. But I wouldn't be surprised if the wealth inequality was increasingly between married and single men, especially the successful single guys. As for you potentially getting into a relationship, that PsychHacks YouTube channel with Dr. Ryan Terabin said that the best relationships are the boring ones because they provide you peace. But those are drama free, and we all know that women love their drama. At least most of them do. Based on what he said,
I don't think they love their drama. I think it's more like they don't get the attention they want because maybe the man is tired or whatever, and they just want any attention at that moment. Like if you're not being nice to them like daily, I don't know, maybe they don't look as good, but to me when there's someone that I like, it's very easy for me to like pay attention to them, and it's easy to make them feel like they are not neglected. You should never let like your partner to feel neglected, because that's painful for them, and that's why they start like drama, and they are never like direct. They're not gonna say to you like what to do. They just expect it. They just expect it to be treated like nicely, just like you expect the same back. Sorry, I'm having a cold.
I had the most ideal relationship of 10 years. Boring, reliable, and conflict free. And it still wasn't enough for me because I wanted a family. Also, making important life choices is difficult when your partner doesn't agree with what you want. I'm glad you're traveling alone, Rusty. There really is no other way to do it if you want to see and do the things that you want to do. At first, you think it'll cost half as much on hotel rooms, car rentals, and gas if you just do a road trip or split the cost with the lady friend. But what you're not thinking about is all the time you're going to lose shopping, stopping for bathroom breaks, and
You shouldn't do useless shopping. Come on, man. Like, what you really need in this life? Like, you need some clothes and a phone, maybe car, okay, and you really don't need that many stuff. Like what would you shop so much for? I mean, food, yeah, you need to get your groceries or whatever, but like just stick to the essentials.
overspending on restaurants. Sure, I paid 50% more on solo trips, but in the end, I saw 4 times as much. Besides,
It's okay to go to the restaurant if you can afford it, but if you can't afford it and you want to work less and to save up that money and to invest it, which is a better idea, just go to the grocery store or to a farm or whatever. Get yourself some nice meat from a healthy animal.
when you're single, you don't have to be a woman's emotional tampon or tour guide that pays for her vacation.
This is what guys get wrong. Like they say these things like don't be a like don't be the emotional tampon or whatever, but in the same time you also want to be listened to when you have like a problem or whatever. Like you expect your partner to be there for you. If they are not, if they don't want to listen to their partner, you should just leave them and just break up with them, because there's no point in staying in such a relationship where only you are the person that listens to their problems. But once you have a problem, and she doesn't want to take care of you, like that's just a one-sided relationship that you should avoid.
Rusty, you're still not at the point where you realize that because women can't love you the way that you love them, the companionship with
Yes, they can love you the way you love them. Absolutely they can.
somebody that's not really your equal isn't worth it. With regards to sex, you did a cock benefit analysis and figured out that the boobs were no longer worth the squeeze. You also said you felt more alone while married rather than single.
If you felt more what? I lost it. Let me roll it back.
Robin Williams, you also said you felt more alone while married rather than single.
If you felt more alone while married than being single, it just means that that relationship was very one-sided and you were not satisfied with it at all. And yeah, like I said, you should just leave a relationship like that, because it's just not worth it. Like, if a relationship causes you stress, man, like, why are you staying there? I getting that you're married or whatever, but yeah, that's just very sad.
Robin Williams used to say that all the time, and look what happened to him. Sure, as a man, you want to feel accepted and welcomed in by other people. But most men only seem to fit in when they're accepted by a woman that they're with and her extended family and friends network. But once you realize the truth that it's an empty sort of belonging, you don't want to be there anymore. You become disinterested and apathetic. Single men going their own way are also dangerous because they light and carry the torch of freedom for other men to see. With regards to money, being a single man and saving and investing
Have
your
to roll
money in
back.
assets for other men. Single men going their own way are also dangerous because they light and carry the torch of freedom for other men to see. With regards to money, being a single man and saving and investing your money in assets.
Okay, that's just too complicated. So single men carry the torch.
Single men going their own way are also dangerous because they light and carry the torch of freedom for other men to see. With regards to
Okay, so they carry the torch of freedom. Yes, when you are single, there are benefits, because you can just go for like anybody, like go flirt with a girl you see, and you can't really do that because you don't want to hurt somebody. If you are in a relationship, like if you're in a relationship, you're not just gonna go and flirt with others, because then you're gonna hurt your person. And yeah, that's not really worth it, because unless you just want to get rid of them, but then why just be together in the first place? You should just tell them that yeah, it's not working, and just go meet somebody else.
money, being a single man and saving and investing your money in assets that grow at least 10 to 15% a year after tax isn't just a bonus to being single, but it's now vital for you to have any social mobility. Being in a relationship where the woman wastes your time, money, mental, and emotional resources pretty much cements you in the middle or lower classes, because you don't have the time and energy to grab the world by the tail and put it in your pocket. That's the point. Remember, we're heading back to a time that looks more like the world of the 19th century and before that, when the middle classes were tiny and there was a huge lower class and the wealthy robber barons and feudal lords and industrialists ruling over everybody. The 20th century, where there was a thriving middle class in America after the Second World War, is a historic abnormality, and it's coming to an end. The upper classes don't like guys like us, Rusty, because we aren't debt serfs and instead we're competing for the same assets they want. The wealthy don't pay much tax either, yet we pay most of it. It's like the inflation, marriage, divorce, income, property, and consumer sales taxes are all there to reduce your social mobility.
Yeah, it's pretty cutthroat out there when it comes to like money and opportunities. Because yeah, everybody wants the high paying jobs, they want the clients, they want And yeah, getting divorced and owning a house, a car, and paying taxes and all of that is just so many things to pay, man. It's just really stressful sometimes. And of course, your how to say, your like competition with like other men. It's you're not gonna like them, okay? Like unless they are like a really good friend, but other than that, yeah, you're not gonna really get along with them.
Ability as a man. If you go your own way, the marriage and divorce tax is done, and your consumer tax
You should be on your own way anyway, man. Like as much as you can legally. Like even if you're in a relationship, you should be able to just say what you want and how you're gonna get it.
goes down in size because you aren't spending as much money on women or spending money on yourself to attract women. Also, investing in the right assets.
What money can you really spend to attract women? Like you can buy like good food to look as good as possible, but other than that, like okay, traveling to like, let's say you live like in a cold place, and being able to travel like in nice places and spoil yourself with vacations, of course that's also gonna be good. Or just not work as much because you have the money saved up and you can just do whatever. Yeah, that also works because maybe someone want to join you, but you don't want them to join you just because of the vacation. You want them to join you because they really like you and they care for you and they want to take care of you.
After getting out of debt helps alleviate the inflation tax. You can live in a smaller place, which will lower your property tax. The only thing you can't escape is the income tax, and if you play the investment game well enough and use tax-free or tax-deferred accounts, like your Roth IRA or 401k to a lesser extent, then you can escape the tax on investments on a sizable chunk of your savings, like the wealthy do. The wealthy don't want us to have tons of assets and little to no liabilities, something that's only really possible if you're single. Also, let's not forget that a single man can take on a much more risky investment strategy and be aggressive because he's not in a relationship.
You should be able to be aggressive in investments even if you have a partner. Like come on, if your girlfriend or wife can't understand the fact that you, how to say, like you might win big money but you might lose big money, but you're not gonna have then as much. But oh my god, I'm getting like a little bit confused how to say this. So they should understand that you might win the money and or you might lose it, but in the end, um, if they gonna leave you just because you're broke, then they don't really love you, and that's all. Like they should be okay with just not being able to spend as much, because yeah, you want to invest. And always have emergency funds. Like you should be able to like live up to like to be able to afford food and all your expenses up to like 1 year without working. You shouldn't just invest all your money and then be like completely broke, because yeah, that's not a good plan.
Relationship with a woman and she's catastrophizing every move that he makes. On the flip side, that risk taking behavior could be really bad because it could lead him to invest in the wrong things. Recently, I was watching a documentary about a cryptocurrency called Hex and people speculating on it. One guy took 100% of his family's money and put it into it. At the very
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's not smart to just grab 100% of your money at a certain price and just put everything in there. You might win, but it might go horribly wrong, because that's how these investments are. Like, he should have just control, like have some emotional control. And I know it's stressful to have like emotional control and everything, to just hold back and not invest as much, because what if you win, you're gonna have like regrets that, oh, I should have invested more or whatever. But that's just how investments are, man. Like, you really need to have emotional control there. 'Cause if you don't, then let's say price drops like a certain percentage and you just pull out, and then you just lost money for like no reason. Instead of investing the right amount and just be relaxed about it and not check your phone, oh, does the price go up, does it go down like every 5 minutes, and just be stressed about it. Yeah, that's not a good approach. You should only invest money that you can afford to lose, and everything else should just stay in your bank account, in a safe, in your wallet. Or yeah, you should just be very mindful about this. And if you are like this, you can have a partner, because usually maybe the wife or the girlfriend is not as risk taking as you are, and they warn you that you might lose all the money, and for nothing, for no reason.
Top and lost everything. I bet the farm on Bitcoin, so I'm not any better. But would I have invested anywhere near as much if I was married and had a family? No way. I would have taken profit and reduced my risk massively. But most guys that are single and save and invest will still ultimately have more assets under their belts, even with their losses, than if they are in a marriage or relationship. With regards to health, after the age of 35 to 40, anything can go wrong. Especially with
Because they're not wearing the pants in the house. Like, come on.
the rising rates of cancer. Recently, I've been reading that artificial food dyes have been linked to that cancer. Stress also leads to it, and I wouldn't be surprised if men died sooner than women because women stress us out. But when you go your own way and get peace,
Man, you should never be in a relationship where the woman is stressing you. The woman should be like you can't wait to see her, man. And you're always happy to see her. It's never bothering you. You don't have to send her away because you're dealing with work. You're just fine to find her, to find that she's there with you. Like, you should never stress. It should never stress you. I get it that nowadays, because of bad diets and everything, microplastics or whatever, everybody's like hormonally imbalanced, and they start yelling each other for like no reason. And yeah, that's not really nice. But even then, you should just not be with such a person. And in that case, I agree. It's better to be alone than to suffer with such a person. Like from this point of view, I agree with that.
and quiet, that means there's a woman on the other side of that equation that's emotionally unwell because she doesn't have a man to torment. The healthcare system
Man, the only reason they do that is because they haven't received attention. And at that point, like, any attention is good. Because if you buy into that, like into drama or whatever, or her complaining, then it means you're like invested in her, and she wants to know if you're still invested or not. That's all.
keeps going up in price as a result. All of women's antidepressants and visits to the psychiatrist or psychologist come out of our taxes in Canada and insurance premiums in the United States. So with 25 to 50% of women on antidepressants, it's most likely due to them being
Antidepressants are really bad. Like, nobody should take them. Just eat raw meat. Like, that's the best antidepressant. It has the building blocks to how to say, to maintain your well-being, and to how to say, to like regenerate what causes you to be happy. Like, that's the natural antidepressant, not some pill with some chemical that has the chemical to make your brain like balanced or whatever. Like, it was just produced in a laboratory, and you should never trust it. And you should never trust a doctor that prescribes those things, because he might miscalculate the dosage, and it's gonna end up bad. And I know many cases where the medication it just ended up like just messing up the hormones even more. Plus the side effects, man. It's not worth it.
Being single and not having enough of the type of male attention that they really want. Hell, even
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Like, if she doesn't find you handsome enough, and she's not fulfilled, then yeah, she's gonna start nagging you, because she thinks that, oh, you're not gonna leave anyway because you can't do any better or whatever. And then yeah, probably that's why you feel like that.
their own children and female friends are too busy to talk to them these days. And they have hostile coworkers, and women are cursed because they need social interactions. And they will accept toxic interactions
Everybody needs social interactions.
with people over no interactions at all. And when you're in a relationship with one of them and their toxic friends or coworkers take an emotional dump on them, then she takes a dump on you. Rusty, if you do want more kids, then consider the circus you're at and potentially become a father going his own way. If you retire early enough with
Yeah, in that way you should go your own way.
enough assets. Otherwise, really think hard about who you're actually saving all that money for. It'll probably go to your daughter when you're gone. And make sure she doesn't know you have it, or she can take it way too easy.
What in the world, Sandman? Like, denying your own daughter of money? Like, what? That's just insane.
In life expecting a big inheritance. My father shared how much I would receive one day, and it made me lazy in my 20s.
Imagine turning against your own daughter. Like, come on, man. What?
I figured I'd inherit a house in the equivalent of $300K one day, but I didn't take into consideration inflation or the possibility that my parents might get put in a home one day. And there goes all that money. I needed the COVID inflation as a kick in my complacency along with my YouTube demonetization. If those two things hadn't happened, then I wouldn't be in the amazing place that I'm in right now financially. So it's great that you've made that money. Now what do you do with it?